Now a year back, looking at a Xiaomi phone and saying, I wish this came with stock Android, now that was little more than wishful thinking. An experience reserved for those brave enough to flash custom ROMs and all that. Now all that changed with the introduction of the Mi A1, Xiaomi's first Android One phone, and now we have the A2, its successor that we've all been waiting for. I've got an Indian unit with me today, straight from Xiaomi India. And what are we waiting for? Let's unbox it. Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech. If you end up liking this video, don't forget to click that bell icon to turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on any of our daily content. Let's get started. So here's the box, it comes in sealed and all. The India's #1 smartphone brand label. Samsung's not gonna be too happy to see that one, are they? Anyway, opening up the packaging, we have Android One branding all over this box. By the way, we first see the soft case, then your regular leaflets. That's followed by a Type-C to 3.5mm converter. Yep, sadly no headphone jack here. That card also had the SIM ejector tool, by the way. We then have the A2 itself. Let's peel the plastic off. Feels solid. The back is very Redmi Note 5 Pro-esque. By the way, the case fits well, should help with grip and protect the phone from some minor dings and scruffs. We then have a USB Type-C cable and a charger. This one is a 10-watt adapter, 5 volts, 2 amps, though we've been hearing that the A2, the Indian A2 should support Quick Charge 4.0. Let's now take a closer look at the Mi A2 itself. First, let's compare it side by side with the A1. The exteriors, the build, it's quite similar. Xiaomi shaved the bezels off all sides, the camera's orientations changed, the Mi and Android One branding shrunk, but here's the good part. Despite the Mi A2 sporting a larger display, the overall footprint remains more or less the same. It's a tad taller, a tiny bit narrower, as slim and even weighs the same. So, great job with the build, Xiaomi. Oh wait. There are a few annoying changes, a couple of steps back if you may. One, the camera hump is much more pronounced now. Now this is something I don't really care about, I'm okay with it. If the optics are better, why bother, right? Number two, the telephoto lens is gone. Let's put a pin on that one and get back to it in the camera part of this video. Number three, the big one, microSD is removed. Why Xiaomi, why? On a phone aimed at a market like India, why would you remove microSD? If you think that's questionable, let's talk number four, the headphone jack, that's gone too. Well, I don't have any complaints per se with the build. These omissions are very questionable, especially since this cheaper A2 Lite has a dedicated microSD slot, headphone jack, all while sporting a display with a notch. Anyway, talking about displays, we get an 18:9 panel here. This is IPS LCD, it's a 5.99-inch panel. The resolution is Full HD+. It looks quite nice, it's vibrant, it's bright, the viewing angles are great too. Now due to this 18:9 panel, Xiaomi had to remove the capacitive keys, and that's a change I don't have issues with. It is all covered by Gorilla Glass, by the way. On the software front, this one, as part of the Android One program, runs on Android 8.1 Oreo. There's no bloatware, it's got just the basic apps with very few Xiaomi apps like the file manager. The user interface feels very responsive. Now that's thanks in large to the chip Xiaomi's used, the Snapdragon 660. This is a very powerful chip that we've seen on phones priced much higher, so expect performance to be great. On the battery front, we actually have lost capacity, not by much, just 80 mAh. It's 3000 mAh now. This is again something that's a little questionable for me, since the screen size has increased and the chip inside's gotten more powerful. I'll let you guys know how the battery life turned out in my full review, so stay tuned for that. The fingerprint scanner was quite fast and accurate, didn't notice any issues. The IR plaster also returns. One interesting thing with the software is that despite this being Android One, the camera app is still all Xiaomi. So it's that familiar UI we get. Now we have a dual camera setup to the back, a 12-megapixel Sony IMX486 primary combined with a 20-megapixel Sony IMX376, both paired with f1.75 lenses. Now this secondary camera doesn't have the telephoto capabilities as on the Mi A1, which is something I definitely will miss. But what it brings to the table is pixel binning. So basically it combines 4 pixels into one under low light to let more light in, capture brighter images and get better quality, kind of like what Huawei did with the P20 Pro. And that's not just restricted to the rear camera, because the selfie camera is a 20 megapixel Sony IMX376 sensor, so it's the same. So Xiaomi's kind of got this technology to the front as well. It's paired with the f2.2 lens though, but you get pixel binning like I said. And by the way, this time the selfie camera gets an LED flash too. Since Xiaomi is handling the camera, Xiaomi's AI features are included. It should be able to identify different scenes and get the best shot. Of course, portrait mode also returns. This time it's available for the selfie camera too. Given how good the cameras on the A1 were, the A2 has big shoes to fill. And given my experience with the 6X, which basically is an A2 but with Mi UI, I'd say Xiaomi has done an excellent job. So guys, as far as pricing goes, we don't have official Indian pricing yet. The 6X launched in China for 1499 yuan, but has recently received a price cut. But that 432 variant isn't coming to India. The 464 is what seems to be coming to India, and that is currently priced at 1499 yuan in China, meaning it might just end up in India for about the same price as the A1 as when it launched, or maybe 1,000 rupees more. 16,000 rupees is what we are expecting this to be priced at. The price and sale date announcements will happen on the 8th of August, and the moment we know more, I'll let you guys know via Twitter. So if you don't follow us there yet, you can do so at C4eTech. So I guess that's it for this quick unboxing of the Xiaomi Mi A2. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments below. If you hated the video, you know what to do. But if you did like it, go ahead, give this video a big huge thumbs up. And for more videos like this, including the full review, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. If you've already subscribed, hit that bell icon to make sure you get notified every time a new video goes live here on C4eTech. And now it's time I bid you adieu. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4eTech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.